Do you have what it takes to defeat Mark the Beast Labette and his fellow trivia geniuses? Find out tonight on Masterminds. And here's your host, Brooke Burns.
Hello and welcome to Masterminds, a game of trivia, smarts, and strategy. Let's meet our challengers. She has 2 master's degrees and is part of a competitive bagpipe band from Camarillo, California. Give it up for Molly. He's a Harvard graduate and writer who enjoys mythology and inventing fonts. From Canajoharie, New York, please welcome Brian. I hope I said that right. He's a sommelier who works at a Michelin 2-star restaurant from New Orleans, Louisiana. Welcome, Preston. Welcome to the show, everyone. Are you ready to face the masterminds?
Yes.
All right, let's do it. He's a Yale grad who's won big on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire and Jeopardy! It's the guru of game shows. Welcome, Ryan Chafee.
Hello.
She has degrees in anthropology, American civilization, and Swedish studies, and she knows how to rock some really cool glasses. It's Muffy Morocco! And meet one of the world's greatest trivia masters who devours information like The Rock devours protein shakes. It is the Beast. Also known as Beastie, affectionately to me. How are you doing tonight?
Well, I'm looking forward to Molly playing the bagpipes because, as all Britons know, the bagpipe is a weapon of war. She and I will be absolutely fine. The rest of you will be begging for mercy.
Oh, dear. All right, we'll see how the game plays out. Here's how we play. I'll ask you a series of trivia questions over 3 rounds of escalating difficulty. At the end of the game, the highest-scoring challenger will face the highest-scoring mastermind in the ultimate trivia showdown for $10,000. If a challenger wins, they will come back to compete again. And if a challenger wins 2 times, they will be crowned a mastermind and potentially take the place of one of our masterminds on this stage. Sounds exciting, right, guys?
Absolutely.
Let's make it happen. In round 1, there are 7 subjects, each with a corresponding question. All challengers and masterminds will play. Correct answers are worth 100 points. Good luck, everyone. The first subject is food. For which item's 50th anniversary did McDonald's produce a set of candles that smelled like its individual ingredients? Filet of fish, chicken McNuggets, or quarter pounder? Everybody's locked in. The correct answer is a quarter pounder. Contestants, did you know this one? Ever heard about this candle? Okay, 100 points across the board. Masterminds, how'd you do? Oh, okay. Muffy and Ryan for 100 points apiece. No points on this one, Beastie.
I thought the fillet of fish was about 50 years old. Obviously, I was wrong.
A trivia genius, but maybe not a business genius. The next subject is shipping. Grabbing global attention in 2021, the Ever Given, one of the world's largest container ships, got wedged in what canal? Suez, Panama, or Erie? The correct answer is the Suez. Challengers, how'd we do on this one? Great, another 100 points across the board. Good start over here, everyone. Masterminds. All right, 100 points across the board for you as well.
The Ever Given was wedged in the Suez Canal for like 6 days, and it halted billions of dollars in global trade.
Thank you, Ryan. The next subject is, which came first? Which came first, the lion, the witch, or the wardrobe? The Lion King movie, Wicked the musical, or The Emperor's New Clothes? The correct answer is The Emperor's New Clothes. Challengers? All right, Brian and Preston, 100 points apiece. Well done. Masterminds. Beastie. Muffy and Ryan, 100 points apiece.
So The Lion King is the 1990s. Wicked, the musical, is actually like early aughties, 2000s. But Emperor's New Clothes is actually 19th century. It's Hans Christian Andersen.
Thank you, Muffy. The next subject is celebrities. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are neighbors with Oprah Winfrey in what California location? Montecito, Montebello, or Monterey? And the correct answer is Montecito. Challengers. Oh, wow, okay. Only Brian is up on the Royal Pop Culture. 100 points for you. Well done. Masterminds? Okay, 100 points across the board.
Montecito is a community, I think, just south of Santa Barbara, and it's where the upper crust live?
I was gonna say, I feel like Molly and Preston aren't spending enough time reading gossip magazines in dentist's office.
Thank you, Masterminds. The next subject is botany. They'll be in on this one, I bet you. In the absence of honeybees, scientists in Japan have successfully pollinated flowers using what? Paper airplanes, soap bubbles, or tiny frisbees? The correct answer is soap bubbles. Challengers, how do we do on this one? All right, well done, Molly and Brian, 100 points apiece. Masterminds, 100 points across the board. The next subject is fashion. Coco Chanel is often credited as saying, before you leave the house, look in the mirror and do what? Add a bracelet, smile, or take one thing off. The correct answer is take one thing off, challengers. We've all heard this. Well done. 100 points across the board. Masterminds? All right, 100 points for you as well. The last subject is science. In 2009, scientist Stephen Hawking threw a party specifically inviting what type of beings, although nobody showed up? Interstellar aliens, time travelers, or supernatural? The correct answer is time travelers. How'd we do, challengers? All right, Preston got that one. Nice work, 100 points added to your score, sir. Masterminds, 100 points across the board.
Stephen Hawking was obviously a physicist who was into things like black holes and wormholes and the idea of people traveling through time.
Thank you, Ryan. All right, that's it for round one. For our challengers, we've got Brian in the lead with 600 points. Well done. And for our masterminds, it's Muffy and Ryan tied for the lead with 700 points. When we return, the points get higher and the questions get more difficult as we get closer to determining who will play for $10,000. It's more masterminds after this. Welcome back to Masterminds. In this round, the first challenger and the first mastermind to buzz in will get the chance to answer and build their score. There are 5 subjects, and correct answers are now worth 200 points, but wrong answers will cost you 200 points. At the end of this round, the challenger and the mastermind with the lowest scores will be eliminated. Let's play. The first subject is travel. Family owned for 52 generations, the world's oldest hotel is the Nishiyama Onsen Kyunkan, located in what country? Ryan and Brian are the first to buzz in. Brian, what's your answer?
Japan.
Japan. Ryan, what did you say?
I also said Japan.
Also Japan for 200 points. Is the correct answer Japan? Oh, yes, it is. Well done, Brian. That's 200 points added to your score. And Ryan, 200 for yours.
I believe this hotel chain has been in operation for like hundreds of years. So
52 generations.
Yeah,
That's
I mean, that's
crazy.
It is.
The next subject is sports. The crowd at an LSU football game once cheered so loud that the school's seismograph registered it as a what? Muffy and Preston are the first to buzz in. Preston, what did you say?
Earthquake.
Earthquake. Muffy?
Earthquake.
Earthquake as well for 200 points. Is the correct answer earthquake? Indeed. Well done, Preston. 200 points added to your score. Did you watch that game?
I spent a semester at LSU.
No way.
Yeah.
Look at you. Muffy, 200 points added to your score as well.
Thank you. Yes, it was happened when there was a winning touchdown that was, with barely seconds left, and there was a giant roar, and it's
Thank you, Muffy. The next subject is beauty. Florence Morton revolutionized what lip balm brand by cutting it into sticks and packaging it in black tubes? Molly and Muffy are the first to buzz in. All right, Molly, what did you say?
chapstick.
Chapstick. Muffy, how about you?
Chapstick.
Chapstick as well. For 200 points is the correct answer, chapstick. Yes, it is. Well done, Molly. 200 points added to your score, and 200 for you as well, Muffy.
My favorite is cherry chapstick, and I like it because the old kind you would sort of dip your finger in and smear it all over, and then you got a finger full of like goop. So this is, you could put it on like a lipstick.
Much easier for us.
Yeah.
The next subject is geography. What Great Lake that surrounds Michigan's thumb was once called the Freshwater Sea? Ryan and Brian are the first to buzz in. Brian, what's your answer?
I said Lake Superior.
Lake Superior. Ryan, what did you say?
After I oriented my mitten in my mind, I said Huron.
Huron. All right, for 200 points, the correct answer is Lake Huron. Sorry, Brian, that's 200
I kind of knew
points.
that was the answer
Off your score, I know, after the fact.
Yeah.
Ryan, 200 points added to yours. Good thing you had that image going in your mind.
I did, yeah. You must not have oriented your mitten properly, Brian. Lake Huron is the second largest, I think, by surface area, and it's the home to many, many shipwrecks.
Thank you, Ryan. It's time for the final question of this round. This question is worth 400 points, and this will be determining who moves on to the next round. Here is your final subject. The subject is education. Author of The Mind of Primitive Man, Franz Boas was the first professor in what field of study at Columbia University? Preston and Muffy are the first to buzz in. All right, Preston, what's your answer?
Anthropology.
Anthropology. Muffy.
I majored in it, anthropology.
She majored in it, anthropology. That should make you feel pretty good, but you seem confident already, Preston. The correct answer for 400 points is anthropology! Well done, 400 points added to your score. That means, Preston, you will be moving on to the next round, and we have a tie between Molly and Brian, which we'll break in just a moment. 400 points also added to Muffy's score. Well done, Muffy. That means that you and Ryan will be moving on. Beastie, we'll see you next time. All right, Molly, Brian, hands on buzzers. We're gonna break your tie with this next question to see which one of you will be moving on with Preston. The Great Sphinx of Giza was carved from a single piece of what kind of rock? Molly.
Limestone.
Limestone is the correct answer. Limestone? It is! Well done, Molly. You'll be moving on with Preston. Brian, thank you so much for being here. It was lovely to meet you. When we come back, it's Challenger versus Challenger and Mastermind versus Mastermind to determine who will compete in the ultimate trivia showdown for $10,000. More Masterminds after this. Welcome back to Masterminds. It all comes down to this. Which challenger will face the top mastermind for $10,000? We're about to find out. But first, let's get to know them better. Molly, can you please tell me about this bagpipe band that you're in?
I can, except I don't actually play the bagpipes.
Okay.
I play the marching snare. So, you know, if I were to be actually going into war, I would be the one leading them in and then not fighting. So.
How did you get into this?
The rock band game, actually. A friend of mine was in the bagpipe band already and said, hey, you know, we have real drums if you would like to play that. And I was like, absolutely. So the rest is history from there.
Here we are as mothers worrying about our kids playing video games. Turned out okay for you.
I like to think so.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Preston, do you like being a sommelier?
Well, very much. I grew up not knowing that was a career that even existed.
Right.
And when I discovered it, that you get to essentially go to work and throw a party every day, and they pay you, I realized that that's where I needed to be.
Hey, I feel the same way about hosting a game show. It's kind of like that, right? Being at a party?
Very much.
Welcome to the show, and good luck to both of you. In this round, first the challenger and then the masterminds will face off in a timed trivia battle. The first question will be worth 500 points, and each question that follows will be worth an additional 100 points. It's truly anyone's game. Challengers, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, let's go ahead and put 60 seconds on the clock. Your time will begin when I finish reading the first question. Good luck. 500 points. What brand of cat food has a jingle consisting of cats asking for it by name? Time, Meow Mix. 600 points. The first video uploaded to what service featured Jawed Kareem at the San Diego Zoo? Preston.
YouTube.
Correct. 700 points. At 208 feet, what type of structure serving Cape Hatteras is the tallest of its kind in the US? Time, Lighthouse. 800 points. From the French for linen, what undergarments were glamorized in part by shops like Frederick's of Hollywood? Molly.
Lingerie.
Correct. 900 points. A singer, rapper, and advocate for body positivity, Lizzo is famously known for playing what instrument? Preston.
The flute.
Correct. 1,000 points. What martial arts translates from Korean as kick fist method? Preston.
Taekwondo.
Correct. 1,100 points. The act of getting someone to question their own reality and sanity is now synonymous with what 1944 movie title? Preston.
Gaslight.
Correct. 1,200 points. Wu famously said, never in the field of human conflict was so much owed by so many to so few. Time, Winston Churchill. And time. All right, well done, Preston. You just won $1,000, and not only that, but the chance to play for $10,000. Congratulations. Molly, thank you so much for being here. Now we just have to determine, Preston, which mastermind you'll be facing. All right, guys, you know how this works. Same rules apply. Let's go ahead and put 60 seconds on the clock. Your time will also begin when I finish reading the first question. Good luck. 500 points. On average, what is the deepest ocean on Earth? Muffy.
Pacific.
Correct. 600 points. Jarhead is slang for a service member in which branch of the military? Muffy.
Marines.
Correct. 700 points. What star of Captain America voiced the title character in Lightyear? Ryan.
Evans.
Correct. 800 points. Robert E. Lee's wife was the great-granddaughter of which First Lady? Muffy.
Martha Washington.
Correct. 900 points. What orange butterfly is named for a type of governing official who acts on behalf of a monarch? Ryan.
Viceroy.
Correct. 1,000 points. Originally named Jumpman, what iconic video game character debuted in 1981's Donkey Kong? Ryan.
Mario.
Correct. 1,100 points. In Italy, what word is used for any cheese that is made from 100% sheep's milk? Ryan.
Ricotta.
No. Muffy?
Formaggio.
No. Pecorino. 1,200 points. What book ends with the words endless forms most beautiful and most wonderful have been and are being evolved?
On the Origin of Species.
Correct. 1,300 points. In fashion, a frog is what type of fastener that helps hold garments closed? Ryan?
Clasp.
No. Muffy?
A button.
Yes, a button. Can we give it to her? Smoke is coming off Muffy's buzzer. Well done. Ryan, we'll see you next time. Muffy, you are moving on. That means that Preston and Muffy will be going head-to-head in our ultimate trivia showdown. Can Preston win $10,000 and take one step closer to becoming a mastermind? Find out when we come back. Welcome back to Masterminds. Preston has won $1,000 and will now face Muffy Morocco in the ultimate trivia showdown for $10,000. Here's how we play. I'll read 4 questions to Preston and Muffy, and they will each write down their answers. Once the players have locked in their responses, I'll reveal the correct answers. If Preston gets the highest score, then he will win $10,000. It's now time to find out if Preston will win $10,000. Let's begin. Here's your first question. The 3 major mountain ranges in the contiguous western United States are the Rockies, the Cascades, and what? Preston, your answer is?
I think it's Sierra Nevadas.
Sierra Nevadas. Muffy?
I also said Sierra Nevada.
She also said Sierra Nevada. The correct answer is yes, Sierra Nevada. Well done, Preston. And it's 1-1. Here's your second question. Allowing the wearer to turn invisible, the Helm of Darkness was made for which Greek god? Preston, what's your answer?
My response was Hades.
Hades. Muffy, what did you say?
I also said Hades.
Hades as well. The correct answer is Hades, indeed! Awesome, Preston. And it's 2-2. One step closer to that $10,000. Here is your third question. Of the 4 main actors on the Netflix sitcom Grace and Frankie, who has been arrested for protesting the most times? Preston, you said?
I couldn't come up with an answer for this one.
All right. Muffy, how about you?
I said Martin Sheen.
Martin Sheen. The correct answer is Martin Sheen. All right, so Preston, it's 2-3. You need to get this one right to stay in the game. Good luck, sir. Here is your final question. What U.S. Supreme Court justice was the first woman dean of Harvard Law School? Preston, you answered with
Sotomayor.
Sotomayor. Muffy, your answer was?
Elena Kagan.
Elena Kagan. To stay in the game. The correct answer is? Elena Kagan. Oh my goodness, so close, Preston. You still won $1,000. You played an incredible game. It was really wonderful to have you here. Thank you so much. Muffy, you did it again. Join us next time to see who can outsmart the best players in the world right here on Masterminds.